A young man who died by a mistake of a god is selected to be reincarnated in another world. When he arrives in the other world, he loses all his memories of his previous life. A game-like panel with a woman's voice tells him that he lost his memories because he wanted to. The game panel shows that he has the summoner class. The game menu panel tells the boy that he can communicate with her because she is a servant of Kelvin. Kelvin is the boy's name. The game panel named Melfina takes Kelvin to a city, near where they are currently located, the city of Parth. Melfina explains to Kelvin that she is the goddess of reincarnation and that he had fallen in love with her, so he asked her to follow him to his adventure in another world. Kelvin also learns that he sacrificed his memories for more skill points. Later, Kelvin arrives at the Adventurers Guild where he joins as an adventurer. During the registration, Melfina advises Kelvin not to write that his class is summoner, because there are very few summoners in this world, and if it is known that he is a summoner, it would draw the attention of the rulers of the countries of this world. The receptionist, Angie, explains to Kelvin that, since he is a new adventurer, therefore he is rank F and he can only accept quests of his rank, or one rank above his own. Kelvin chooses a mission to hunt slimes as his first mission. After buying a weapon, Kelvin heads out of the city in order to search for slimes. Outside the city he finds a group of slimes, and he decides to attack one of them, but the slime is very fast, so he has a hard time defeating it. After Kelvin defeats the slime, he uses his summoner class to form a pact with the slime. Kelvin names the slime Claudio. Upon forming a pact with Kelvin, each of Claudio's stats is increased by 100. Melfina explains to Kelvin that he is an S-rank summoner, therefore after forming a pact, the target will receive a 100-point increase in its stats. Kelvin with Claudio's help defeats the 3 slimes needed to complete the mission. After finishing the quest in the Adventurers Guild, Kelvin heads towards an inn to rest. On the way he meets a slave merchant who has an elf girl available for sale. Kelvin stops for a while to take a look, but he leaves after a moment. At the inn, Kelvin meets Claire the innkeeper. Thus Kelvin's first day in another world was spent. The following days, Kelvin and Claudio spend their time leveling up and learning new skills. Kelvin learns the skill Camouflage and Claudio learns the skill Absorb. After some time, Kelvin is able to advance to Class E Adventurer and wants to accept Class D missions. An adventurer who introduces himself as Chassel recommends a D-class mission to Kelvin. Kelvin uses his Appraisal Eye ability to see Chassel's stats. He sees that Chassel is far stronger than he claims and has the title of Killer in his stats. Kelvin then suggests to Chassel a competition to see who kills the Black Ghost Knight first, and completes the D-class mission first. Later, Chassel regroups with his party members Gimul and Raj, who want to attack Kelvin. In the ruins of a castle, Chassel and his group arrive to complete the mission to kill the Black Ghost Knight. However, Kelvin was waiting for them as he knew they were planning to attack him when he was fighting the monster. Kelvin provokes Raj, who charges to attack him, but is caught in a trap set by Kelvin. Gimul realizes that Kelvin was concealing his power and flees. Kelvin sends Claudio after Gimul. Gimul is defeated by Claudio, who has evolved into a slime Glutonia. In a flashback it is shown that after a battle, Claudio evolves from a blue slime into a slime Glutonia and obtaining the title of Devourer. After defeating Gimul, Claudio catches Raj, and Kelvin defeats Chassel who had attacked him. Kelvin, after defeating Chassel's group and tying them up, decides to enter the next room to fight against the Black Ghost Knight. Kelvin uses his Appraisal Eye to see the Black Ghost Knight stats. He notices that the monster's level is 53 and has the name Gerard. Kelvin changes his mind and no longer wants to kill the Black Ghost Knight. Now he wants to make a pact with him. Kelvin realizes that the Black Ghost Knight named Gerard can talk and is very friendly, so he offers to form a pact with him. He says that he wants to see what Kelvin is capable of first, so they get into a fight. During the fight, Gerard has a flashback about the cause why his country was destroyed and how he lost his wife and daughter. Remembering that the reason he is still alive is revenge for the destruction of his country. Kelvin somehow manages to defeat Gerard with a powerful spell. Back at the Adventurers Guild, everyone thanks him for getting rid of Chassel's group, which was locked up in prison. Angie, the receptionist, tells Kelvin that the guild has decided to give him a special rank promotion for completing the mission to defeat the Black Ghost Knight. Then we learn that Kelvin formed a pact with Gerard, the Black Ghost Knight. At the Adventurers Guild, Kelvin meets an old man named Leo, the guild master of the Adventurers Guild in the city of Parth. Leo uses his appraisal eye on Kelvin and asks Kelvin if he is from another world. Kelvin uses appraisal eye to see Leo's information as well and realizes that Leo is very powerful. Gerard and Melfina suggest Kelvin to befriend Leo. Kelvin asks Leo why he didn't stop Chassel's group since he is so powerful. Leo explains that Chassel is a nobleman from the militant nation of Trison and needed solid proof for his claims. Leo also confesses that he had already met people from another world, the heroes of the Holy Empire Demiras. Melfina tells Kelvin that she had reincarnated those heroes. Leo says that soon the Demon Lord will emerge, that's why the monsters are very active lately. Kelvin realizes that Leo wants him to protect the city instead of the heroes. In return, Leo offers him some beneficial terms for Kelvin. Kelvin agrees to Leo's offer. Back at the inn, the innkeeper Claire congratulates Kelvin on his promotion to B rank, which was one of the terms offered by Leo. In his room, Kelvin asks Melfina about the heroes summoned by her in the Demiras Empire. Melfina explains to him that a priestess of the Holy Empire Demiras performed a ritual of summoning heroes. Afterwards, Kelvin goes to buy a slave because slaves cannot use their skill points without their master's consent and would be a good teammate for Kelvin. At the place where the slaves are sold, Kelvin sees the elf girl he had seen before. Apparently no one can buy her because she has a curse. Kelvin uses his appraisal eye to see the information about the elf girl, who has a curse of the Fire Dragon King. Kelvin decides to buy her. She introduces herself as Ethel. Kelvin tells her that he wants her to be his teammate in his adventures. Ethel is worried that her curse might hurt people, so Kelvin uses a spell called Sacred Bless to remove Ethel's curse, causing her to cry tears of happiness. Back at the inn, Kelvin requests Claire to get some clothes for Ethel. Claire dresses Ethel in a maid's outfit and the two enjoy a meal together. In the room, Kelvin tells Ethel all his secrets and asks her to hide them from the others. Kelvin allows Ethel to choose how to use her skill points. That night, because there are no more free beds in the inn, Kelvin and Ethel share a bed, which causes Kelvin to be unable to sleep. For a month, Kelvin and Ethel have been doing quests and leveling up. They both gain new skills. At the Adventurers Guild, Angie tells them that Kelvin is about to be promoted to A rank adventurer and Ethel to B rank. Angie invites Ethel to go shopping, to which she agrees, and she invites Kelvin as well. The next day, Kelvin meets Angie at the agreed place. Soon after, Ethel arrives with them. She is dressed in a beautiful dress. Afterwards, when they are enjoying their lunch, they are confronted by a guy who claims to be Tabra, the third prince of the militant nation Trison. Angry that the man demands Kelvin to hand over Ethel to him, Kelvin beats Tabra and his guards. Tabra says that he is looking for a very strong adventurer who is rumored lately. Kelvin tells Tabra that he is looking for him and refuses to serve Tabra. In the cathedral of the Demiras Empire, Melfina gives an oracle to the priestess Colette. She tells her that evil is brewing in the western region and to send the heroes there. Melfina asks Colette not to let the heroes near the city of Parth. At night, Ethel thanks Kelvin for protecting her from Tabra. She also confesses her love to Kelvin. The next day, Kelvin and his companions review the heroes' statistics. Kelvin is disappointed, thinking that the heroes were stronger, since they have been in this world for more than a year, but they are weaker than Kelvin's party. Kelvin is called to the Adventurers Guild, where Leo informs him that they have found a demon inside a dungeon and he wants Kelvin to go investigate or get rid of it. Kelvin and his party enter the dungeon. They notice that there are no monsters in the dungeon, which is very strange. After they enter into a room, Kelvin and his party see a demon girl in the middle of the room. She seems to be sealed. At that moment, in a mountain of bones, an archman named Victor speaks to them. Victor tells them that the demon girl is the daughter of former demon lord, Gustav. Victor explains to them that he wants to eat Kelvin to absorb his power and use Kelvin's power to free the demon girl to eat her later, so he can become a demon lord. Kelvin has a big smile on his face. Melfina and Gerard tell Ethel that Kelvin has a habit of smiling when facing strong opponents and that he is addicted to hard fights. Victor uses a spell called Hades' Army to resurrect a group of skeleton of monsters as undead. Kelvin and Gerard are rid of the undead. Kelvin is very excited to fight Victor. Victor creates a smoke screen and attacks Kelvin and Gerard from underground. Kelvin, with the help of his companions, manages to destroy Victor's arms. However, Victor transforms and his power increases. With a combined attack, Kelvin and his companions throw Victor through the air. A big rock is about to fall on the chained demon girl, but Victor uses his body to protect her. Kelvin asks Victor if he really didn't intend to eat the demon girl. Victor confesses that no, Gustav had left the demon girl in his care, and he admits defeat to Kelvin. In a flashback, Victor tells Kelvin's party that the demon girl, named Sarah, had lived her entire life hidden in a mansion by her father, the demon lord Gustav. The day the hero killed demon lord Gustav, a spell was activated sending Sarah away and sealing her so that she can only be released by humans, since humans are weaker than monsters and demons. Kelvin suggests Victor to form a pact with him, but Victor rejects him and instead requests Kelvin to take care of Sarah and show her the world. With those last words, Victor passes away. Kelvin removes the seal placed on Sarah. She wakes up and cries for the loss of her father and Victor. Later, leaving the dungeon, Kelvin, with Sarah on his back, asks an adventurer named Erd to inform the guild master that he has completed his mission. Sarah is wearing an item that conceals her demon traits. Gerard evolves and becomes even more powerful. Sarah is worried about bringing trouble to Kelvin if her identity as the demon lord's daughter is discovered, but Kelvin reassures her and tells her that everything will be fine. The group takes Sarah to the city, who is very curious about all the new things she has never seen before. Kelvin is promoted to A-rank adventurer. Angie and the adventurers throw him a celebration party at the inn for his promotion to a rank. Kelvin and all his friends enjoy the party. Later, when everyone is asleep, Kelvin does not see Sarah in the room. Sarah is outside looking at the moon and remembering her past with Victor, who promised her that one day, she would see the sea. In a flashback, after Victor's death and Sarah's release, Kelvin forms a pact with Sarah. Back in the present, Kelvin and Ethel have created new weapons and armor for the party members. A cloak and a weapon for Sarah made from Victor's armor. A new magic sword for Gerard. Kelvin tells Sarah that his and Ethel's new weapon, they will see them later in battle. Ethel offers to cook for them. When she asks Kelvin what he wants, Kelvin says he wants to eat rice, even though his friends don't know what rice is. Kelvin and his companions decide to take a trip to Toraj, a country that borders the sea. One of the reasons for the trip to Toraj is to fulfill Sarah's wish to see the sea, and the other is because Toraj grows rice. On the day of Kelvin's rank promotion party, Melfina tells Kelvin that she will be away for a while she will allow Kelvin to summon an avatar of her, as she currently cannot be summoned, because she is a goddess. On the way to Toraj, the wagon they are traveling in is stopped by a group of bandits led by a lady. They introduce themselves as the Black Wind Gang. Kelvin uses appraisal eye on them, and seeing that they are low level, he asks Sarah to take care of them. Sarah defeats them very easily. Once captured, the lady tells them that their level 70 boss will avenge them. However, that instead of scaring, she excites Kelvin and his party. When they reach the sea, Sarah is excited to see the ocean and wants Kelvin to teach her how to swim. Kelvin agrees with her, but first they head to the Toraj Adventurers Guild, where they meet Mist, the guild master. Mist is a friend of Leo's, as 20 years ago they were both members of the same group of adventurers. Kelvin asks her about Wind Black Gang. Mist explains that Kristoff, the current leader of Black Wind, has been kidnapping people. She also tells them that Kristoff is a famous adventurer in Trison, so they can't do anything against him currently, so as not to create a rift between Toraj and Trison. Kelvin asks Sarah to use her ability to sense the power of the people around. And he realizes that the heroes have just entered the city. Kelvin wants to use the heroes to get rid of Black Wind Gang. Later, Mist meets with the heroes to request their help in dealing with Kristoff and his gang. In a flashback, Kelvin is shown to just want to use the heroes as cover so he can fight. Kelvin and his companions arrive at the Black Wind Gang's lair and easily finish off Kristoff and his gang. When the heroes arrive at the place, they find the kidnapped people protected by Claudio. One of the women asks the heroes to help the adventurers who arrived earlier. When the heroes arrive at the last room, they see Kristoff and his companions on the floor. They believe that Kristoff and the others are the adventurers who came to help. Entering another room, they find Kelvin and his team waiting for them, causing the heroes to believe that they are the bandits. From the beginning, Kelvin's plan was to fight against the heroes.
I hope you liked the recap. If so, don't forget to subscribe and like it.